So today we are going to talk about forest and wildlife resources. Okay, we are starting off with the new chapter today. The existence, progress and development of a man is dependent on the resources. The fact that we are surviving, we are progressing and we are developing, all these things are related to man. Okay, the fact that we are living, we are moving forward and we are developing is all dependent on a man, all dependent on our natural resources. For example, if you are hungry and you eat food, right? So it's obviously food is also a natural resource. We have been fulfilling our needs of getting them from the nature since very early time. The fact that we get our natural resources from the things that are around us is something that we are dependent since a very early time. You are hungry, so what will you do? You will eat food. If you are thirsty, what will you do? You will have water. Now water and food, both of them you get it from the nature, right? So since a very early time we have been dependent on the nature for our needs, for our existence, for our survival, wherein forests are considered to be very important resource. So what are they saying? That all the natural resources we get it mainly from the forest, and that is why forests are very important. A general meaning of forest is accumulation of trees, scrubs or heaps of grass. So what are they saying? What does the forest mean? It means accumulation. Accumulation means gathering or a group of trees. Scrub meaning small plants, okay, and heaps of grass. Heaps meaning large amount of grass, lots of grass. So this is what means, this is the meaning of forest. Okay, now in natural vegetation, only the vegetation is included which can be raised naturally without the help of a man. Now natural vegetation is another term which is used. Vegetation એટલે पेड़ पौधा, all these things, but they are not included in forest. Okay, so natural vegetation means the vegetation that is grown in that particular place. For example, let us take Gujarat. So Gujarat ma mango vegetation will not include mango. Okay, vegetation ma let us say cotton, so or let us say potato. Okay, so let's say ki that potato is growing naturally in our area without any help of a human being, without any help of from the human being, then it will be called as a virgin vegetation, because because human beings are not providing any kind of help to grow that natural vegetation. Okay, that we are not giving water, we are not giving fertilizer, it's growing on its own. So that is called as natural vegetation. कोक बार તમે લોકો હાઈવે ઉપર જાતા હો, રાઈટ, તો લાઈક પાસે ખાલી ગ્રાઉન્ડ પડ્યું હોય, વરસાદ પડે પછી કેવું નેચરલી એના ઉપર ગ્રાસ, નાના પ્લાન્ટ્સ, ફ્લાવર્સ એવું ઉગી જાય, રાઈટ? So that will be called as virgin vegetation. Now such vegetation in India is available only in Himalaya, Sundarban and remote areas of Thar. Now this virgin vegetation is only available in certain areas in India. Okay, that is Himalaya ma you will find it. Sundarban is a forest which is found in Bengal. Okay, and Thar, remote area. Remote એટલે બહુ ગુપ્ત or let's say secret areas of Thar desert. Okay, so this is what is forest, what is natural vegetation, what is virgin vegetation, and where all do you find this type of vegetation. Next is classification of forests. Now what kind of forest are there, what types of forest are there? Forest classification is made according to different criteria એટલે different areas, different sections na according forests are divided. You have studied the classification of forest on the basis of climate in standard 9. Here we will know about 3 types of forest on the basis of administration, ownership and management. Administration meaning authority, who runs it. Ownership matlab to whom does it belong to, and management, who manages it. Okay, so based on that we have 3 types of forest: reserved forest, protected forest and unclassified forests. Reserved forest, such forests are under the control of the government directly. Here there is restriction on lumbering, collection of woods or for pasturing. So these reserved forests are owned by the government and nobody else owns this. Okay, and here things are very restricted. Restricted meaning you're not allowed to do certain type of things. You're not allowed only to do any type of activity under this forest. Like you can't cut trees over there to collect woods. You cannot leave your animals over there to have grass. Okay, or no lumbering activity wherein you cut the forest for the purpose of transportation and sale. Okay, so what is lumbering? When you cut down forest in order to, you know, extend the road or for better transportation or for selling things. Okay, when you need wood, all those things are not at all allowed because these forests are owned by the government. Next are protected forests. These forests are looked by the administration. Local people are permitted to collect the wood and graze their animals without causing any harm to the trees. So what are they saying? That these forests are looked after by the administration, meaning here also government looks after these forests, but local people, je yana local loko che, they are allowed to get wood. They are allowed to take their cows and buffaloes and let them have grass. Okay, without causing any harm to the trees. You can do it, but don't cause harm to the trees. Like even if you're cutting, if you're collecting wood also, collect the wood in such a way that the tree is not completely cut down. Okay, so you are allowed to do certain type of activities, but you have to make sure that you protect the trees, you protect the things around you. Unclassified forest. Such forests are still not classified. Like there are certain forests which you cannot put under any category. There is no restriction on tree felling or animal grazing. So here there is no restriction. It is not owned by anyone. You can cut trees, you can graze your animals as much as you want. So based on the this was the based on administration. Okay, first we did was administration. Who owns it? Who has the authority? Now classification of forest according to ownership, administration and management. Okay, now who owns the forest, who takes care or who has the authority of the forest, and who manages the forest. The forests of India are classified into three types on the basis of ownership, administration and management aspects. First is state forest. Central or state government controls such forests. So who has the authority over these forests? Central government, meaning Delhi government or your local state government. State government એટલે આપણે ગુજરાતમાં કઈ government છે? BJP. So they will look after the forest. They will control the activities in the forest. Most of the forests of the country fall under this category. So major forests fall under this category. Communal forest. Local self-government institution like Gram Panchayat, municipality corporation, district panchayat have the control of such forest. So local self-government institution. Local self-government institution એટલે જે ગવર્મેન્ટ તમારી સિટીમાં છે. લાઈક ભાવનગરમાં જે ગવર્મેન્ટ કે જે પાર્ટી રૂલ કરે છે, they will have the control over that forest. So obviously since it is a city, we will have a municipality, right? If you go in village, it will be a gram panchayat, okay, or district panchayat at district level. Okay, so all these people have the control over such forest. Okay, next are private forest. Such forests are owned by individuals. Such forests are found more in Odisha, Meghalaya, Punjab and Himachal Pradesh. Some of the forests of these types are in haphazard condition, or some of them are totally barren. So these are like private forests which are owned by private people. They are owned by the people. Okay, and it is owned by different people. Individuals meaning different people. It does not have to be the government. Okay, now you will find such forest where you will find it in Odisha. Okay, you will find it in Meghalaya, you will find it in Punjab and Himachal Pradesh. Now most of these forest types are in haphazard manner. Okay, haphazard manner meaning કે એનું proper કોઈ ધ્યાન નથી આપતું. Okay, there is no proper planning of that forest. There is no proper system of that forest કે ભાઈ ક્યાં સુધી forest છે, ક્યાં forest end થાય છે. No planning is there. Okay, and most of them are totally barren. Barren એટલે empty. Nothing grows over there. Most of them are empty like that. So this was what is forest and types of forest.